My name is Bob Spence. I have been a member of the Nichiko congregation for the last decade. Well, the 21st of January, my wife, Toshiko, passed away. This was very sudden, unexpected, shocking. We were married for 35 years. I was at a complete loss. At first, there was the shock, and then there was the funeral, and all the just incomprehensible emotions that came with all of this. A couple of days after the funeral, after everyone had, gone back to their lives, and the house was empty, I was here alone, and one night it just all hit me. I'm totally alone. There's no way to turn. The sadness and the grief and the lack of understanding, completely overwhelming. So horrible that you really question, why do I need to get up in the morning? What's the point? What's the purpose? Why? My soul is empty. There's just nothing left. Next morning, I got up. I said a prayer. I've prayed in the past, like many people. This was different. This was truly the come to Jesus meeting that everyone talks about. And so I started praying every day, every morning, every night. Not just kind of, prayers that we say because we need to fill up the air with something. I mean, like serious prayer. And this is what saved me from the abyss. So as I continued this process, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, just somehow move forward. It's still kind of a daze, but this praying has held me together. One of the steps that I have started to take is reading the Bible. Sure, we all read the Bible, of course. But I did something that was on a list of things to do a long time, but I had never gotten around to it, and now it was clearly the time to do it. I started reading the Bible in Japanese. My Japanese is kind of moderate. I read some, I speak some, but reading the Bible, this is another thing altogether. But I dove into it, and it's difficult. It's challenging. Sometimes I have to stop and figure out what's going on with the sentence and look up 3 words. But I just kind of plow forward a verse at a time. What I discovered in this process is reading the Bible in a foreign language at 1 word at a time is an enlightening experience. It brings the Bible to me in a perspective that I've just never had before. I will read a verse 2 or 3 times just to try to understand it, and just to think about the words, and just to think about, well, that word's different than the word in English. What does this really mean? Really deep thought process. So, reading the Bible in Japanese has done a number of things for me. It's brought me closer to God. It's brought me closer to my church, and it has brought me closer to the soul of my wife. So I didn't actually plan to do any of these things. It's just that when people say God leads me or God led me, that is the only explanation I can give anyone. I am feeling much more in a healing spirit now because I talk to God every day and I read the Bible as much as I can. And this brings me tremendous comfort. So I would just say to anyone, if you feel lost, you feel uncertain about things, you have fear and you don't know why you're afraid, you don't know where to turn, God is here. He is here to accept your pain. He has accepted mine and he will accept your pain. And this will make all the difference in the world. God bless you.